What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. You might have clicked on this video because you want a quick breakdown of the necessary things you must do to get into any Canadian university, whether you're a domestic or international student. In this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to get into your dream school, and also give you some advice based on my personal experience from applying and attending university myself. So make sure that you watch this video to the end. Before we get started, I just wanted to personally say congratulations on your academic journey. Although you might just be starting out in high school, or maybe you have some work experience and want to improve your education, the decision to pursue a post-secondary education is a hard one to make. And I promise you that learning new skills and information is extremely valuable for so many reasons. You have to understand that going to any Canadian university and completing a degree is going to take a lot of hard work and time, and it's also going to be expensive. If you're a Canadian citizen, the average tuition of university is going to be around $6,500 a year. For international students, the average yearly tuition is around $36,000. This is why, before even thinking about applying to university, you have to ask yourself, why do you want to do it? Are you applying to university because you want to move out of the house and meet new people? Are you applying because you want to ensure that you make more money in your career? There might be a bunch of reasons why you want to go to university, and I strongly encourage you to pause the video right now and literally write them down. It only takes a few minutes, but you can come back to these motivations and remind yourself why you wanted to go to university in the first place. In my experience, there were a lot of times throughout my degree where I truly questioned what I wanted to do and why. One thing I can say is that it's hard to make long-term projections about your life if you're young, but being in university is kind of like a safety net. If you're in the right program, you will have a safe job waiting for you as a backup plan. So I would highly encourage you to try as many new things as you want during your degree, and of course have as much fun as humanly possible. There probably won't be another time in your life where you have this opportunity to make as many new friends and try as many new things as you can during your education. Now this brings me to step 1 of getting into any Canadian university, which is choosing what major you want to do. I can make a whole separate video on this, but I'll give you some honest advice. If your motivation to go to university is to make money without doing more than one degree, then you should probably do either business or engineering. Both business or engineering careers can be lucrative because there is the most demand for these professions and they are highly respected in the corporate world. However, you can also make a lot of money doing other degrees such as medicine, pharmacy, or law, but these require more schooling after your undergrad, which means even more expensive tuition and work. I'm not necessarily saying that people with other degrees can't have a lucrative career, but I am suggesting that these professions are the most clear and proven path to financial success. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then you can move on to the second step, which is choosing what your dream school is. I have some other videos about UBC in Vancouver, U of T in Toronto, and Waterloo in Ontario, which you can watch if those cities sound familiar to you. However, I would highly suggest that you apply everywhere you can. There are many schools in Canada which are highly respected by employers, and you can't really go wrong applying to all of these schools. As a basic guide for the best universities to apply to, I would recommend the following from the west to the east coast: UBC in Vancouver, U of C in Calgary, U of A in Edmonton, McMaster University, McGill and U of M in Montreal, U of T in Toronto, Waterloo, Western and Queen's in Ontario, and Dalhousie in Halifax. The applications can be lengthy and expensive, but I find that casting a wide net is important to success. That is, of course, assuming that you don't have a dream school in mind. One thing to note, though, is it is always important to have a backup plan if you don't get into your dream school. For example, let's say that you really want to live in Vancouver and go to UBC. It might also be a good idea to apply to Simon Fraser University in case you don't get in. The third and most important step is making sure that you meet all of the requirements for the program of your choosing at the school of your choosing, and I'm going to show you how to figure this out. Let's say you really want to do engineering at UBC. All you have to do is go on Google and search the following: University of British Columbia Engineering Undergraduate Admission Requirements. Click the first thing that comes up, and boom, there is everything you need to know. Let's say you're from Alberta, so click that, and make sure you select engineering. You basically just need to make sure that you complete these courses in high school to get in, and that your marks are as high as possible. In this case, even though it says the minimum average is 70% on the website, you're probably going to need around a 92% average or higher to get into UBC engineering. Remember that the top schools in business and engineering and other highly revered programs are very high. I can guarantee you that you'll probably need at least a 90 average or higher to even have a chance at any of these schools. Usually every application has two aspects: a grades aspect, which you will need to submit a transcript for, and a personal profile aspect, which you will need to answer questions based on your life experiences so far. When filling out the personal profile, make sure that you're super honest and don't try and say things about yourself that are far-fetched or false. Just be realistic. The fourth and final step is now to actually apply, and make sure that you apply at the right time. It would be a shame if you had dreams to attend university, but you submitted your application past the application deadline. So do yourself a favor and check the university website to get the deadline and put it in your calendar. If you're a high school student, I would recommend starting to apply for universities in September of your grade 11 year. This ensures that you have a lot of time to fill out each application, and you can even get early admission if you're eligible. If you tried your best and you didn't get accepted into your dream school, don't worry, it's not over yet. I would recommend going to your local college and doing a transfer program. Then you can possibly transfer into your dream school after your first year. Going to a college will give you smaller class sizes and probably a better quality of teaching, as you can develop a relationship with your professors. In first year university, the class sizes are massive, and it's more challenging to get help with your classes. During the first year of university, a lot of people drop out, and doing a transfer program and getting good grades gives you a really good chance of completing a degree at a top institution. Alright, that's it for this video. There were the steps to getting into every Canadian university. I hope this video was helpful, and I wish you luck on your academic journey. If you have any questions, make sure to post them in the comments below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible.